I'm Chef Derek St Romain. My career is built around food. I started out in some of the most famous restaurants in New Orleans before Katrina blew me up to North Carolina. Now I'm the head chef at the Duke Diet and Fitness Center and the regional coordinator for Backyard Bow Pro, an organization uniting farmers and hunters in the fight against hunger. Whether I'm running a professional kitchen or manning the grill at home, cooking is my passion. And today I'm going to cook with you. Let's get going. Today we're starting out at Ingles, getting the ingredients to make my cilantro lime chicken. Here's what we need. 1 whole chicken cut in half, 1/3 cup olive oil, 1/3 cup fresh cilantro chopped, 1/3 cup fresh parsley chopped, 1 tablespoon chopped garlic, 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger minced, zest of 1 lime, 2 tablespoons of lime juice, ½ teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 2 teaspoons of paprika, sea salt, and fresh cracked pepper. Remember, all this is on the website at ingles-markets.com. So you can print a list and take it with you or pull it up on your phone when you're at the store. Now let's get cooking. Hey folks, welcome to the show. We're out here at the beautiful Claxton Farms in western North Carolina. We're here this weekend doing an event for Backyard Bow Pro, and today I'm going to walk you through how to cook my famous cilantro lime chicken. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is start off with our liquids. We've got our fresh lime juice and our olive oil. We're going to put that in a bowl first to give us a base so that our fresh herbs don't stick to the bottom. Next, we're moving to fresh cilantro and fresh parsley that are chopped up. We got our fresh minced garlic. We got our lime zest and our fresh ginger. And both of these you can just run through a cheese grater, chop it up a little finer with a knife, and you'll be fine. Dump those in. Then finally, add all of our spices. All we need to do is whisk it up together, get a nice good mixture, get all the oil and lime juice to incorporate into all the other ingredients. It's going to turn a nice deep dark red color. Mix it up real well, and then we're going to place our chicken in there to coat. One of the reasons why we're using these flavors, the fresh ginger and the fresh garlic, all the herbs with that fresh cayenne pepper, it's going to give that chicken a really deep flavor. When it's on the grill, you're going to have such great aromas coming out. And it's going to really blend into the chicken, the nice crunchiness on the top while it's grilling. It just makes for a really great presentation and an awesome flavor profile. All right, so let's go ahead and add our chicken. And we're going to toss it in and really coat the mixture all over the chicken, top and bottom. Fold it into any creases that are in the chicken and really put it on heavy. You want to make sure it's coated under the wing, under the legs, and then tuck everything back in. This marinade can also be used on shrimp, on fish, and anything basically you can put on the grill, say turkey. Wild turkey is a great recipe. You would just let it marinate a little longer. And we're going to go ahead and let this marinate for 30 minutes. All right, so our chicken's been marinating 30 minutes. What we're going to do, knock off a little bit of the excess and put it on the grill. That sounds awesome. All right, so we have our chicken on the grill, and you can smell the aroma of that ginger and the garlic. It's just permeating the air. It smells incredible. It's going to flame up a little bit when you put it on there because of the olive oil. If you need to, you can pour a little water on your grill, but ours is acting just fine right now. What we did today is we bought a whole chicken, and we went ahead and we cut it in half to grill each half of the chicken. You can either freeze the other half, or you could have done both halves on here. The reason why we're not doing a whole chicken is if you were to do it on a grill, it would take a really long time to cook, and it would probably burn on the outside and be raw on the inside. So it wouldn't be a good idea. So we cut it in half. We'll grill both halves, and it makes for a better presentation. This recipe can also be done in the oven, and it really comes out great, just as much as on the grill. What you would do is follow the same instructions as we did earlier. Place the chicken on a half pan or whatever baking dish you have. Put it in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. What you need to do with chicken is make sure you take an internal temperature and it gets to 165 degrees. I got this chicken at Ingles, and Tyler, the butcher there, had actually said that we could have gotten it cut by them, but I wanted to do it myself. And I was really impressed with the standards that Ingles has. It was super clean, very organized. I could tell everything was dated for that day. And really, it just really impressed me to see the amount of work that they put in the store. You just don't see that anymore. A lot of places you go, the meat is pre-packaged, it's shipped to them that way. Ingles is different. They butcher all their own meat in the back, and it really makes for a personal touch and to get quality, high-end products. So if you're not really comfortable using kitchen shears, or you think maybe you can't cut the chicken in half yourself, bring it to the butcher when you buy it and ask them to cut it for you. They'll have no problem bringing it to the back and taking care of that service for you. Man, this is really starting to smell good. One of the key things about grilling is you need to flip the chicken every 6 to 8 minutes. We've been cooking about 8 minutes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip it over, make sure it's not sticking to the grill when you're flipping it, and make sure we're getting a really good presentation, get those grill marks on the top of the chicken. Let's get started. There we go. Okay. So as you can see on the chicken, it's starting to turn a nice golden brown where we had it facing down, but it's not burning. And that's what you want to do. You don't want to burn any of the ingredients. You've got fresh garlic and fresh ginger on there, which is a really strong flavor, and you just don't want it to burn. So make sure, as you're cooking, every 6 to 8 minutes, you flip it over and back over and back over. If you were cooking at home, most grills have a top rack in the back of the grill. What you would do is flip it a couple of times, and then we would move the chicken to the top of the grill in the back to allow it to cook longer and slower. The longer and slower you cook chicken, the more juicy and tender it's going to be. All right, so I just checked the temperature of our chicken. You got to make sure it's 165 degrees. And what you want to do is you want to check it in the joint of the leg and by the breastplate, the thickest parts of the chicken. Make sure it's 165 degrees, and then you'll be ready to eat. Let's go ahead and take the chicken off the grill. Man, look how great that chicken came out. It's beautiful. One thing I didn't talk about earlier, make sure to reserve just a little bit of the marinade on the side before you put the raw chicken in it so that you can reglaze the chicken at the end. It just makes for better appearances and it'll add just a little bit more flavor back to it. So we're out of time for today, but I want to thank you so much for joining me here at the Ingles table. Remember, you can find this recipe, videos, photos, and more on the website at ingles-markets.com. Until next time, see you online.